I've just had 2 deliveries of fabric, so let's see what I've got. Today is the spring equinox, or the vernal equinox, so we're definitely into spring. So these fabrics are for my spring and summer wardrobe. I'll show you each piece and then show you the patterns I've matched to it for my spring capsule. Let's look at the fabrics then. My first bundle is from Pound Fabrics, of my favourite online stores. They've added this bubble crepe fabric into their regular lines. This is a nice kind of French navy bubble crepe that I've got. I actually bought 4 meters, and I'll show you the fabric in a single piece. There we go, rather than bundled up. It's really nice and really, really drapey. Now, I did have in mind the coastal side split skirt from Pattern Emporium, and then I was going to add the Havard jacket, so it's kind of a little suit going on. You really do need a drapey fabric for the coastal side split skirt because it's a bit swooshy, and you also need a nice fluid fabric for the drape of the Havard. However, I do think that this bubble crepe is a bit too lightweight for that. It does have a beautiful drape and it has a nice bias stretch, but I think it's probably better for garments like blouses or tops. So I've chosen another couple of patterns which I could make in this fabric, so I'll just show you what they are. The first dress, or maybe the blouse, is the cassis top and dress from Itch to Stitch. You can see it's got flutter sleeves here on both the dress and the blouse, so the fabric would be perfect for a garment like this. And I've also got the Kingsley bias cut dress and top from Stylarg. Now, I bought some fabric for this last year. I bought some Viscose challis to make this last year, but I didn't make it. I was going to make a skirt and the cami top, but I didn't make it. However, I do think this fabric has got the potential to be a Kingsley dress, and if I wore a white cardigan with a nice pair of flat sandals with this dress, I think it'd be an absolute hit. We're not going on a holiday abroad this year. We are going on holiday in the UK, but you never know where we might be going next year. So yeah, I'm sure I could make this up this summer and get some wear out of it in the UK. Fabric does have a really nice texture to it. I can't really show you on camera because I don't think you'd pick it up, but it's got a really nice bubble crepe effect, and it is absolutely gorgeous and floaty and drapey. Not quite what I expected, but I'm really thrilled with it. On to my second piece from Pound Fabrics. It's this beautiful navy small polka dot there. I do like polka dots. This is 100% cotton. It's poplin. I did actually order this so that I could make the Anza dress, which, if you've been watching my wardrobe planning, you'll know that I've had on my plans for quite a while. I wanted to make this Anza dress here. I thought it would look absolutely gorgeous in this polka dot. But now it's arrived, I've changed my mind a little bit. I've still obviously got this in mind, the Anza, but I don't really know what to make with this, if I'm honest. I'm not sure that a dress made out of navy polka would look okay. I don't know what you think. Can you let me know in the comments below? I still haven't decided about that yet. The jury is out, isn't it? You can be all excited about the fabrics in your basket, and when the fabric actually arrives, you look at it and think, yeah, do you know, I don't want to make what I originally wanted to. So I'll have to see what the polka dot becomes. The third piece of fabric, I do know what I want to make. I've actually gone mad and purchased some white stretch denim. It's only got a small amount of stretch. It hasn't got a huge amount of stretch, but I think there's about 20%. I'd have to check on the website. Bright white, isn't it? I want to make myself some Blackley jeans with these. I'm wearing a pair of Blackley jeans, today. They are ultra comfortable. They are stretch, they are pull on. They have elasticate, it has elastic inside the waist itself. So yeah, I've always wanted a pair of white jeans for spring and summer. So yeah, I'm going to make a pair of Blackley jeans with this fabric. Just to hope there's enough stretch across the width for those. Now again, these next two pieces of fabric, I definitely know what I'm going to be doing with these. They are both pieces of Viscose Chalice. They are both on navy backgrounds. One is a really beautiful blue flower with this beautiful kind of cobalt blue and turquoise blue. Absolutely my colours. So yeah, really nice and soft and drapey there again. I do like the Viscose Chalice and Pound fabrics. It really is really good quality. So that's the first blue fabric. The second one, again, is on a navy background because navy is my dark neutral for my colour palette this season. And this fabric is navy with pink roses or pink flowers with green. And as you can see from here, I've got pink, green and turquoise there and chambray. So yeah, all my nice beautiful colours on there. So I have this fabric and this fabric. And what I like to do is either make the Pattern Emporium Coastal Side Split Skirt, which I made a couple of years ago in a nice polka dot navy viscose, or Style Arc Genoa bias cut skirt, which is here. I made two of these up in Chalice, or Viscose Chalice, last year and the year before. I made a black one with small white flowers and a navy one with small white flowers on, and I've worn them. I also made this skirt up in, I made it about 3 times altogether. I made 5 times altogether, 2 in Viscose Chalice, and then the 3 I made in Chambray with a flower on it, and I wore those all through the summer last year. So yeah, I can really see these fabrics being made up in either one of the skirts. I think they'd be absolutely gorgeous. I also think that to make the Kingsley bias cut cami top in the navy bubble crepe that I showed you earlier would look really, really nice with these skirts. So maybe that's what I should be doing. I have got 4 meters of the bubble crepe, so I could make a couple of tops and a couple of skirts as well. I just mentioned chambray fabric and the fact that I made 3 Genoa skirts up in chambray fabric with the flower on last year. I've also ordered some chambray this year as well. I think it's quite a new design. It's still got little flowers on it. This time they're just etched in white. My favourite last year was a chambray that had sort of navy flowers over it. But yeah, I bought this fabric because I definitely want to make the coastal side split skirt in this fabric. It's nice and light and drapey, and I think it'd be perfect for wearing in my workroom when I'm doing my summer orders. So yeah, definitely going to make this up in the chambray. I do have fabric for a couple of toppers as well. I want to make a Vero cardigan from Itch to Stitch. I actually want to make the longer length in this fabric. It's the Vero cardigan, as I've said before, comes in different lengths, but I really quite fancy the duster length. I'll just show you the fabric that I've chosen for this. It's the most glorious cerise knitted cardigan fabric, I think it's called. It's definitely knitted. It's got bags of stretch. I mean, look at the stretch in that. It's absolutely wonderful. And it's got an awful lot of drape. Doesn't really go very well with my red cardigan, but I'm sure you get the picture. That's absolutely glorious. It's the most glorious colour. I don't think the camera will do it justice, but that over a nice white top, and a pair of, I don't know, jeans or shorts or skirt for the summer. That would be so lovely just to pop on in the sun. It's just absolutely gorgeous. My final piece of fabric from Pound Fabrics is this beautiful, crisp, bright white cotton canvas. I have 2 meters of this, and I would like to make the POAS jacket from Itch to Stitch in this. This features on my spring and summer plans, as you may have seen in a previous video. But yeah, I thought this would be an absolutely gorgeous jacket over all the skirts and a pair of jeans and just a pair of shorts or a dress. I just thought it was the absolutely perfect topper because it's, again, it's very jeans jacket like, but it's very short and cropped, and jackets like that suit me. It doesn't have a collar, just has a collar stand. Absolutely beautiful. And I think I have a white denim jacket anyway, so I think that a white jacket will be the centre of my wardrobe this year. Now, the next couple of fabrics are from Tiernite Fabrics. Again, they're an online shop based in the UK, and another one of my favourites. They stock absolutely gorgeous cotton lycra fabric. The cardigan I'm wearing at the moment is made up in cotton lycra fabric from Tiernite. Let me show you the colours first of all, then I'll talk you through the garments I'd like to make from these fabrics. I have a glorious turquoise. I have 2 meters of that. Turquoise is actually one of my best colours, along with cerise, and it is on my colour palette, as you can see here, for spring and summer. I have 2 meters more of the red that I'm currently wearing. It might slightly be a different hue, because sometimes they are, depends on the roll. I think this one's a slightly lighter red, whereas this is a little bit darker. But as it's for spring and summer, that's absolutely fine. Again, red is on my colour palette. And my last piece of fabric is a piece of white, 2 meters of white cotton lycra. You can't go wrong with white for me, because I'm a bright winter, and white is my light neutral on my colour palette. Let me just talk you through what I have in mind for these 3 pieces. What I want to do with those 3 pieces of cotton lycra is to make kind of a cardigan and vest top combination like I'm wearing at the moment. Currently I'm wearing 2 Sinclair patterns. This is the rosy cardigan that has a button neck, and also the Jolie vest top. So I haven't got the rosy pattern here, but I do have the Jolie top, vest top. This was the older version, so it's just a straight vest top in a limited range of sizes. This doesn't have the extended size range, but it does have an extended size range now. It was released a couple of weeks ago maybe. So this is the Jolie top. I also have the Summer Basics from Love Notions. I've made this vest top before as well, which is worn and worn and worn very well. And I also have the Diana knit top. Again, this is a republished pattern from Style Art. It now has, I think it's, 4 necklines, because it has a round neck, a square neck, a soft V and a boat neck. And it's also multi-layered, so I have the option of this as well. So with those 3 patterns, as you can see here, I should have 1 pattern which I can make up into a little top for the spring. Now, as far as the cardigans are concerned, I have 2 options, or 2 options that I took out of my pattern collection. One is the Saskia cardigan, which is just a plain round neck cardigan with a fold back front, as you can see here, long sleeved. And also, I mentioned the Aviro earlier on. So the Aviro cardigan, which has the V-neck. Now this, like I said, is in different lengths. I'd probably choose a short length for this fabric, but it does have short sleeves, long sleeves, etc. So there's also sleeve variations. So depending on whether I would have a round neck or a V-neck, I have 2 pattern options there. And if I happen to have a small amount of fabric left, I thought I might be able to get a Cartagena cami out of the fabrics as well. So what I would like to do is have the option of having a cami, a cardigan and a top. I'm not sure I could get all 3 of those garments out of a 2 piece of fabric, but you never know. I might be able to squeeze it out and have a really nice little combination going on there. I think the tops and the cardigans with the jeans, the dresses and the skirts that I have from the other bundle will be absolutely gorgeous together. All the colours match together because I've obviously gone from my colour palette there for the season, so I'm really thrilled with both my purchases. So what did all these fabrics cost? The fabric from Pound Fabrics cost about £98, and that was excluding the postage. And 3 pieces of fabric from Tier Night Fabrics cost about £36 because the fabric is £5.99 per metre, and I had 2 metres of each colour, so that's 6 metres in all. So for a total of around £133, I have got myself fabric to make, let me see if I get this right, 3 cotton lycra tops out of these fabrics and 3 cardigans and possibly 3 camis. I've got a POAS jacket, a long duster length Aviro cardigan. I've got 3 midi skirts with the Viscose chalice and the chambray, a pair of jeans and a spotty dress. And I've also got that piece of bubble crepe, which I might well make a Kingsley bias dress from, and several tops. So I've got a huge amount of garments there for £133. I'm going to be giving myself a sewing retreat this weekend, so you will hear from me very soon. Until then, happy sewing. Bye bye.